we spent a lot of time this morning and really had the longest shoot around that I've had since I've been here, because we just had a lot of things we needed to clean up, and one of them was our offensive spacing and movement. And guys did a great job of focusing in this morning. It carried over to the game, and so that really helped us score the ball. And so that was an important part of it.
I was just kind of playing along with that. 36 points in the paint in the first half. That's as many as you had against Brooklyn the entire game. I mean, how important was that piece? That's obviously been a huge factor to what you guys have done well offensively the last couple of years. How big was it just to get that started and sort of open things up from there?
Well, as I just mentioned, our spacing was better, and so it opened up more opportunities for us to attack the paint. And look, I mean, Brooklyn caught us on a horrific back-to-back, and we caught these guys on a tough one. And so, and Sunday we're going to catch Charlotte on a back-to-back. And so, we've got to take advantage of these opportunities. But once again, I mean, the guys this morning, locked in on some things that were very important, both offensively and defensively, that we needed to get better at.
How important to you is balance in moments like these when you're working through that kind of spacing stuff? A bunch of guys in double figures, 33 assists tonight, and keeping the ball moving, getting everybody involved on that end.
Well, one of the byproducts of bad spacing is a lot of isolation basketball, just because there's areas that are clogged. And so, we did a better job tonight with it, and our coaching staff, my assistants, did a really great job of recognizing some things that needed to be cleaned up, and we did it, and it helped us. But all these things are like a marriage. You got to keep working at them, and so our prep for Sunday, 5:00 game. We'll be in there at 2:00, whatever it is, and we're going to have to keep engaging in these things, offensively and defensively, that are essential for us.
What do you like about this second unit on both ends, when you basically the lineup you had there with McConnell and Furphy and Walker and Siakam and Toppin? How do you like how those guys have kind of come together quickly, I guess, and what did you like about just the presence, I guess, they showed both ends of the floor?
Yeah, I thought everyone really played solid tonight, and there were some spectacular moments. Ty had the big run in the fourth. TJ did some great things. Mathurin, he scored the ball, and we need his scoring. And Pascal had good balance to his game, and so balance is a key word. I mean, it was really key for us last year, and so if we're reliant on Ty or Pascal to always have a big night to give us a chance to win, we're gonna be in very difficult situation, and so. The ball moved better, we moved better, and we had we had a great defensive quarter in the second, But here's where what we're fighting right now. 19 we give up in the second, we give up 39 in the third, and so we've got to keep fighting these challenges and keep getting better.
You mentioned Tyrese hit the shots in the fourth quarter, but just besides the shots that fell for him, what did you like about the way he played tonight? Just starting with what you like about just kind of his game overall tonight.
Yeah, I just thought he was aggressive. He's doing a really good job of mixing the outside game and the drive game. He's throwing the ball ahead as well as he ever has, and that's getting our offense ignited and engaged so that other guys can create balance. And so, he's just playing a really good overall brand of basketball tonight, and we need everybody to continue to do that.
Coach, Chicago scored 7 straight coming into at the start of the fourth quarter. You guys called a timeout. What was said in that break, and what were the necessary adjustments that you saw needed to be made that you guys were able to hold that run and eventually hold off the Bulls?
Just keep our poise. We set up some kind of an action to run, and I think we may have scored, which was good. And in those moments, I mean, this is a hard place to play. I mean, this is a team that is achieving at a high level right now, and the fans here are always great, regardless of what's going on with the team, whether it's Jordan's Bulls or a year where they're really down. I mean, you're always going to get a loud and animated crowd here. And in the fourth quarter, if you have a lead, there's going to be runs, and these people are going to go crazy, and they introduce Joakim Noah, and the place goes crazy. I mean, it's just there's always stuff, there's always challenges coming at you in here. So I think we responded with maybe a 4-0 run or something like that to get it to 7. And then it just, you just got to go from there. You got to go whistle to whistle, possession to possession.
I think it was just a must-win game for us, man. I like the adjustments we made. I think just guys need to give themselves up more. That was like the message, like more cuts, more sacrificial stuff, just to get more flow within our offense as opposed to this isolation stuff. And I think it paid its dividends. But tonight I think it was just really our defense. I think kind of helped us out the most.
How did it feel offensively, just in general, compared to some recent games?
I felt a little bit easier. I felt like there was more space. I felt like it was kind of the ball was popping a little bit more, and I think that's when we were at our most successful.
On that note, you guys had 36 points in the paint in the first half. I think you had 36 in the whole game against Brooklyn. How important was that piece, that you were able to just get some stuff at the rim close to it to kind of open things up, basically, and get some flow there?
Yeah, just not settling. I think that once you get downhill and then the threes start to open up or stuff outside the paint starts to open up, and I think that we got to be a paint-oriented team. We know we can shoot the ball, but it's got to be inside-out mentality.
What did you like defensively, especially in the second quarter?
Guys are taking stuff more personal. I think that's really what it was. Taking your matchup more personal and just not getting blown by or better rotations. I think that we personalized the game a lot better.
Yeah, it felt good. Felt good to make some shots. Thought we gave good 48-minute effort. I think that's what we've been lacking lately. So, I think we just played the game the right way for the majority of the game today, and so it led to good things for us.
What did you see differently in terms of the openness of the paint, the spacing, the movement, the speed, compared to some recent games on that end?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just getting stops that allows us to play more in transition. If you're taking the ball at the rim all game, it's hard to really run in transition. So, thought we did a good job there, and that allows us to play more in space, more open. Did a good job today, hammering away the the fundamentals of our offense that we've kind of gotten away from lately, and I thought it looked good today.
Just because of the schedule, you guys haven't had a lot of time to practice or really do much of that. I mean, just how important was it just to kind of get reorganized and sort of, I guess, remind yourself of your principles and stuff like that, and kind of get back to, like you said, just get back to the things that you do?
Yeah, I think just communicating that, hammering away at the basics. I think it's how the NBA works. You don't always get a ton of practice time, Not an excuse by any means. Everybody does the same thing. But I think anytime you can dive into your principles, go back to the basics, good things happen. So it felt good to kind of, go over those things and, prepare for a game, a win that we really needed here on the road and kind of in the middle of a skid right now. So we'll take it and move forward.
You guys had 36 points in the paint in the first half. I think you had that in the entire game against Brooklyn. Just how big was that piece to get started there? And to get it started inside, getting to the rim, you going downhill in particular, but a lot of other guys just getting looks there to open everything else up.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job just playing the right way. I felt like in that Brooklyn game there was a lot of incidents where we're attacking, they really collapsed on the paint, and we didn't do a very good job of spraying that out and throwing the one-mores and, playing, together as a group. I thought today we did a much better job of when you see two get off the ball. This is a team that does a really good job of showing bodies when you're driving, really athletic. They play small, but they're athletic. They fly around. They're playing fast right now. So I thought we did a good job of, just playing patient basketball.
What do you think you do also? They made a bunch of comebacks, obviously, in the third and the fourth. In terms of answering those, you've had those go against you the last couple games. How important was it you guys kind of kept hanging in there?
I thought we just did a good job of, weathering the storm a little bit, guys making big shots, getting stops when we needed to, just making timely baskets.
Just kind of watching from afar with you, obviously there's times where it seems like shots go in, obviously shots don't. Like tonight, shots went in for you, but kind of what just do you feel like kind of flow-wise offensively in the game for you? Like what do you think kind of was working for you tonight besides just like the shots you hit in the fourth quarter?
I think just playing the right way. I really feed off energy and feed off, us playing the right way. I think we did a great job of trying to get the best shot we could every time down the floor. Trying to be more, assertive early in games. I think I've had some really bad first halves this year where, I don't really shoot early, and I'm trying to get it going in the third and the fourth when the game's kind of out of reach a little bit. So I was trying to assert myself early, get going. The more that it's not even about shooting, it's just about getting downhill, getting paint touches, being aggressive that way. Guys really feed off that, so trying to be the best version of myself.
Like I said, I know we passed last year, but at the end of the day, we was one of the fastest teams, if not the fastest team in the league. We scored most of our points in transition, beating guys down the floor. And it's like those are just easy buckets that gets the crowd into it, that gets our team into it. And so when we get those easy buckets, then when we get into the half court, everybody has their rhythm. Everybody knows, we're just screening, blurring, just creating chaos to get the ball in that rim. And felt like we just played freely today. Nobody was, I need to score every single point. Everybody was sharing the ball and just having fun today. So.
I imagine Tony asked you this already, but just in case you didn't, it seems like you've dialed it up on the defensive end and the glass in particular over this week and sound
Who, me?
today. Yeah, you.
Appreciate that.
I did not ask him that, as you can tell.
You didn't?
Nobody
Okay.
knows
Well,
that.
it seems like,
Yeah.
I mean, is that been a point of emphasis for you? And what do you
Not
feel like you're doing different and better?
Yeah, I mean, I know I always had to work on my rebounding, and I feel like it's not something that I can't do.
Right.
It's just an effort thing, and I did kind of emphasize it this past like week and a half, 2 weeks, and like I'm definitely gonna lock into that because the better we rebound, the more games we can win. Everybody on our team, we know if we out-rebound teams, we have a high chance of winning games and getting out on breaks. You rebound that ball, throw it ahead to Tyre, TJ, they're getting downhill. Just creates our offense and keeps us moving fast. So definitely going to try and continue doing that.